Warning! The following content may contain elements that are not suitable for some audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Geoguessr. We're doing an urban world today. It's a map by mapper, 3-minute time challenge, and everything looks like it's in English, which pretty much puts us in either Canada or the United States. We do have New York plate here, I think, or that's New Mexico, but no front plates, and what appears to be Southwestern, so I'm leaning more towards New Mexico. God, man, feels good to be here already, doesn't it? Splash, okay, that doesn't help us. But yellow license plate reminds me of the terrible New Mexican flag, which is pretty much their license plate. It's pretty much the same thing. Hopefully we could find a town name. It does look like we are heading towards a city. For some reason, I want to move our guest to Florida. But I don't think Florida has yellow plates, although I'm not really seeing too many other yellow plates anywhere. So that could have been a one-off, right? Where it's just like somebody's unique thing. 2nd Street and Collins Avenue, so that's where this bike thing is. 305 area code, not familiar with. I can't wait till we start learning U.S. area codes, man. I feel like we're not going to know them all, but we could try. I know we're in the United States. This is way too warm and tropical to be Canada. I could see this maybe being Miami or Los Angeles. I could see it being either, to be honest. I don't think it's New Mexico anymore. It kind of feels like Grand Theft Auto, doesn't it? It feels like Grand Theft Auto, which would put us in Los Angeles. Except that's at Miami Beach on it, didn't it? I need to get back to that bus. Miami Beach, Florida. Oops. So, Miami. Now, Miami Beach is over here. So, we're going to stick with over there. We are in the parking lot on the corner of Collins and 5 Street. Just 5. So 5 Street should be relatively easy. Here's 29, so we go south. 11th, 6th, 5th Street, and Collins. Here's Collins. Alrighty. It's just I think we're south. If we return to start, we are south. South on Collins. Behind the bank. And me and Scribbles both get perfect scores. So, not bad. Pretty easy to find. I guess we should have looked if it was Collins Court or Collins Ave. Doesn't really matter. I did say at first Mexico. New Mexico. Didn't even think of Florida at first. But you know what? I'm glad we were able to find clues and bring us to where we needed to be. EU plates, I do see yellow, so we're in Portugal. So somewhere in Portugal. Porto, Lisbon, any of the other towns, not too sure. But we're going to get the country right, and that's what fucking matters. I know it says Porto, and that's going to be to our west. It also says Braganaca, which should also be to our west. Which means we gotta be east. I feel like Porto's gonna be on a lot of signs. Here's just regular Braga. I know we've seen Braganaca before, but I don't remember where. And that's gonna definitely take away some points. Alright, we're gonna have to try to find another sign. Another sign that basically tells us, hey, you know where you are? You're in Porto, or you're in Braganaca, or somewhere else. The Olympics area, I don't actually know anything about the Olympics, to be honest. I know they're every 4 years, you know, technically every 2, because they switch between winter and summer. I don't know where they've been hosted in Portugal before. I think it's safe to assume they're not going to be in the capital, so we could forget Lisbon. Although, yeah, because the United States was in Salt Lake City, which is not the capital. But South Korea was in Seoul, which is the capital. But Russia was in Sochi, which isn't the capital. I think it's just, there's no method to it. It might just be random cities all around. which I could see being a thing, which means we're not going to be able to figure it out just by doing this. However, if we do head west, I was thinking heading south would help us if we were in Lisbon. I didn't see any water to our south, but I'm probably blind. So I think that does confirm we're not in Lisbon. If we do head west and find a coastline within like 30 seconds, which it doesn't look like there is, we would have been in Porto. Except, I mean, we could be kind of back. But the fact that we have mountains, do we just go by Braga? I know it's not the same thing, but like, we did see Braga on a sign. Granted, it was a different Braga. I don't know, man. We're kind of back where we started. We didn't really figure anything out. We didn't figure anything out. Which sucks. Is that the flag of Romania? No, those are shirts hanging. I don't know. I wish I understood Portuguese. I do. Because I feel like, kind of like with Miami Beach, how like everywhere you looked it said Miami Beach. I feel like that's probably similar here. Yeah, Banco. Okay, now Banco Espirito Santo. So, I thought that said Bronco because I guess I'm dyslexic, but I don't know, man. I'm hoping for some luck. And it ends up being a town called Vila Real, which is what, the Royal Village? Royal Town, something like that, which is east of Porto. I still don't see Bragança, but I think we've seen Bragança before, and it wasn't actually a town. I think we did the same thing we did this time around. That's French. Hopefully this isn't France. No, it's France. We have Saint Daniel, Renova, but nothing else. We have Roux. I don't think this is Paris. We know it's France. I think the Saint Daniel. Nah. Because that looks like it has a bed on it. So that would be like a hotel. Maybe. This is probably an important building. Again, don't think it's Versailles. Don't think it's Paris. Although, this is probably Notre Dame. One of the 15,000 fucking Notre Dame churches in France. The pharmacy of the cathedral. Yeah, big whoop. Let's go Orleans for no apparent reason. I wish that Google Glasses that translate every language was available. I know it's not invented yet, but goddamn, when that thing comes and is released, I think we've actually been here before. But it feels so familiar. When that technology is released, we got a whole new ball game. The boost route, all gauze, natural, so it's all natural. So they're running on probably weird fuels. We have the Foch, F-O-C-H. We have the city tour, and that says how Rochelle. Is there a place called Rochelle? Of Nannies? Is there a town called... Is it Nimes? No, N-A-N-I-E-S. Nannies. Nantes? That could be a T. I think that could be a T. If we return to start, we are on Rue du Moulin and nothing else. Rue du Moulin. Near a giant church. Which we could probably figure out the church. Because here's like a cathedral. Here's probably the church. So we're probably over here. Descartes. Alright, Du Moulin. We might need to be zoomed in a little bit more. I feel like it's going to be rather small. And we might not even be in the right spot, so we are kind of hoping for some luck here. But you all know how great I am at finding street signs. Not so great. How many churches are in this town? And could we be down here more? I don't see any churches over here. And it does end up being a little bit to our east. Here's Rue du Moulin, which we would have had to zoom in really far. But we do get an extra point, which I'm pretty happy about. But that was definitely tough. And it did say Nantes on that bus thing. So I'm happy about that. EU roof racks with, well, EU plates with a roof rack. If that's French, which I think it is, that would put us on Reunion. It is French. So we're on Reunion Island. And I guess there's only one place here called Saint Denis. So I guess we're going to go there. If we do head east, I don't really see water. But that doesn't really mean too much of anything. But French with roof racks is, there's only one place. It actually looks like we need to head north based on the map. Now, this doesn't mean we have to be in Saint Denis. I just feel like it's more realistic. We have French. We have roof rack. It's Reunion. I think that could be water. It's definitely water. So it puts us kind of over here. If we return to start, we are on the corner of... If we could figure it out. Are you really... Roland Garros. South of water. Roland Garros. We found it. Are you fucking kidding me? And then... What is this corner? Starts with a J. I think it has a number on it. That's not a J. That's not a J. It's probably this. Although, I wish we could see it better. Let's find the next street down. Which looks like it's actually to our east. Because then we can find what street we aren't on and go from there. And that is Jules Albert. So we're at this one, Juliet Dodu. If we return to start again, we're a little bit south, so we're like right here. And we're a yard off, but Scribbles also gets it. So I think Scribbles is going to walk away with this one. We need to do really well, and we need Scribbles to fuck up on this next round. Blue license plates, well, the EU style plates, I think it's going to be French again. Which can I really say I'm surprised? Although, we do have a flag. And that is Spain, England, something. Russia. So, can't necessarily rely on that. I know it's not Italy because of the license plates. I know it's not Portugal because of the license plates. A full blue license plate is fucking weird. I don't think I've ever seen a blue license plate before. We do have telephones. We do have language. We do have the letter Y, which would put us in Spain, not Portugal. Yeah, this is going to be Spain. Interesting. And here I thought it was going to be France. So where in Spain are we? KFC Megabox. Oh, God. We do have a bus, and buses have been our friends today. We also have the Applin Idomes la Universitat, the Modern Art Museum, University of Barcelona. That is not Spain. Alrighty, so we could probably find the University of Barcelona. I figure it should be from a distance, right? Here's a museum. We'll just return to start. We can always go back and look for it. We didn't actually travel very far. I'm looking for street signs. For whatever reason, I don't think we'll ever be able to find them. We are across from a hotel, so that might be important. What hotel is this? This is the Caledonian Hotel. Caledonian Hotel. That is a model. I feel like we're on a major road. So it could be this or it could be this. I don't think it's going to be 13. I don't even know what hotels are going to look like, to be honest. Because here's a museum, and I feel like we're near the Museum of Art. Here's the Universitat, which is for the metro station. Here's the University of Barcelona. So we are supposed to be east. So hotel's going to look like that, with the pink. There's a lot of fucking hotels here. Here's the Catalonian place. Oh my god, there's a lot. I don't think we'll be able to figure it out just from the name of the hotel. And that's assuming we chose the right general area. Now, I don't think I saw any street signs here. I really don't. But we're out of time, so we have to hope for fucking luck here. And it does end up being just a little bit further south, next to the Sun Hotel Central, so we had to zoom in more to see the Hotel Catalonian. So we should have looked a little bit more around this area, but I think we were just a little too nervous. But Scribbles does get a perfect score, which means Scribbles is going to walk away victorious here. With our biggest fuck-up being Portugal, which is not necessarily great. I gotta get rid of that country streak thing right now. But Scribbles is coming in first place, 3 points. 3 points away from a perfect score. Bo is in second, 27 points away from a perfect score. Torres coming in fourth at 24,261. Bentley Aaron in fifth at 24,162. Beerlingo close enough to 24,000. And Cedric Tiger really close to 24,000. So a lot of really close scores. And then, 59, not getting Reunion Island correct. But everything else it looks like you got pretty spot on. Except I think Portugal, which is the same as what I did. Where did you even go? French Polynesia. So you saw the French, and you went with French Polynesia. Not bad, though. Not bad. I mean, granted, I learned Reunion Island how long ago now? A month. We do have 2 Pro Leagues coming out today. The Diverse World's going to be its own separate video. That should be uploaded around 6 p.m. because I believe that's around when this ends. And that's Eastern time. We do do the Stay-at-Home League, which does end in 1 hour. We're currently in 18th place. And the Coastal World, which ended yesterday, we did pretty well on. We ended in 18th. That was because we actually recognized a phone number in Japan. Come on. Who said phone numbers don't help people? We'll also have a Rural World tomorrow, and I believe another Stay-at-Home tomorrow. So these two will be a video tomorrow, Sunday, and with a Stay-at-Home today. We're doing it now in a Diverse World a little bit later. So let's actually get into the Stay-at-Home League. I'm ready for it. I don't know what map to expect, but I am excited. And we're doing City Halls of the World. Oh, God. We do have language. It is Cyrillic. I'm pretty confident that's Cyrillic. I don't see the letter I, although it looks like it's a weird Cyrillic. I don't want to say this is Russia, but I wouldn't be surprised. Now, we only have a minute and 20 seconds to do this. So our best guess is literally Russia right now. I don't think that this is Moscow. I think this has got to be a little bit further east. Now, City Hall just means it's got to be in a town, right? Chelyabinsk, maybe? We're making a guess. We're making an educated guess based off of the terrain and the feel. I'm pretty confident it's Russia. Like, pretty confident. I don't see any of I mean, these are all different towns, but this is all where that takes place, so that's not going to necessarily help us. That right there. And it's a little too blurry to see. NYRNHOB. So we're not in Chelyabinsk. We're probably actually over here in this area. Ooh, no, we're not. We're in Yakutsk, which was not listed on that sign. This is apparently the Kingdom of Permafrost. And I did not see that coming. I think we did go a little bit too far west. I think guessing kind of central was the play. Oof. The Hotel de Ville, this is in France, because there's the flag of France. We don't have a roof rack. We're over by St. Martin, I guess. Which, are you surprised that we're in a French-speaking area that has saints everywhere? Versailles, maybe. I don't know if St. Martin actually exists as a town, because every fucking other town name in France begins with Saint. So, it probably does. I just don't think we're going to be able to find it. But I don't think we had this map in the first Quarantine Madness League. I don't think it actually existed. Can we, instead, the Hotel de Villa? I feel like you're more likely to have a town called Villa, which is town, than you are to have it anything else. But I don't know, man. I don't know naming schemes very well. We complained about this all day yesterday. This is a courthouse, which I think does keep us near Paris. I think it does. I don't want to guess Paris, though. For some reason, it doesn't feel like we have enough cars on the road. And it ends up being over by Tours. Again, didn't see that coming. So the Villa de Tours. I didn't say Tours. Well, I didn't see Tours anywhere, but it's just called the Hotel de Ville, which is fucking stupid. And here's the Palace of Justice, which is fucking stupid. Why couldn't this just be called the Villa de Tours? I know it says it is, but no, it's Hotel de Villa. Fuck you, France. Romania, as far as I can tell. I guess we go with capitals here. I obviously it's not playing out for us, but like, I don't know anything about architecture in Europe, and it says City Halls of the World, and it doesn't feel very worldly. Maybe I'm just judging. Maybe it's because city halls in Europe are probably a little bit more extravagant than anywhere else. The overwhelmingness of the flags helps. We have Diva, Bale Felix, and it looks like E79 and E69, which don't go through Bucharest. So, here's 81, here's 79. Here's 79 and 69? No. Here's 79, 70. 69 over here? Nope. I don't know where 69 is. No. A79 kind of goes wherever the fuck it wants. Oh, Bale Felix. That makes sense. So I guess we're over here in Ordiu? Although I still don't see 69. But the fact that Bale Felix is here. Can we find Deva? Not really. But we still end up getting the city correct. Which was honestly down to luck. We did not deserve to get that. However, we were not able to get the town hall, which here's the Riverside City Hall and Clock Tower, which I'm sure... No, we would have had to zoom in a little bit more to see what it was, because we would have been like the Primavera or Diera. What the fuck is that, a museum, you know? We probably wouldn't have figured that out. Italy, based on the flag. So this really just comes down to, can you recognize the flag? It looks like every city hall has a flag. And then, can you guess the town by the architecture? By getting lucky? I don't get it. But we are kind of everywhere. That says Noce on the back. That says Bus Italia. But it doesn't really say what I want it to. Looks like the front of it says Zenoni. Whatever the fuck that means. I was hoping more for... This is the bus of Rome. This is the bus of Naples. Whatever town we were in, I was hoping it was going to say. We do have a weird sculpture. No town name listed here. The Zona Zero. I guess we can't go that way. The Parco Melvin Jones. Whatever the fuck that means. It feels warm. It doesn't feel very mountainous. I don't see any good helpful signs except for that. Which SS209, which we have 5 seconds to fucking find. We're going with Bologna because it's a fucking funny name. And it ends up being Terni. A town I've never heard of before. But this guy, he has. I wonder if that's our good old friend. And that's the Nigerian flag. I don't know what flag that is. Is this actually Nigeria? That says Los Andes. What the fuck? Because that's Spanish. We don't have a roof rack. So what the fuck were we just looking at? That's... I'm pretty confident the Nigerian flag of green, white, green. I don't even know where the fuck it went. So we're in South America, which I don't know the Uruguay flag, and I don't know the Bolivian flag. I can almost assure you, it's not the Nigerian flag. Santa Cruz. Is this? I guess Bolivia? I know it's not Peru. I know it's not Argentina. I know it's not Brazil. I know it's not Colombia. We don't have to worry about these. It could be Ecuador. Oh, God. See? It comes down to recognizing a flag, and we don't recognize a flag. Fuck it, La Paz. I know La Paz is a lot more mountainous, but... and it does end up being Bolivia. It just ends up being Santa Cruz de la Sierra, which I think we actually saw on that town hall. Interesting. Very interesting. So we suck. Russia can go fuck itself, like always. Luce Amar 84. I'm not too familiar with that name. Pierre in second and Simi in third. We actually had 5 people who all had 24,998. Wow. Wow. Taurus in 12th. Radu in 22nd. Rollins in 26th. Scribbles in 34th. Wolftrekker in 37th. Fighting Quaker in 45th. We're in 50th. Radox is in 51st. Bentley Aaron in 66th. Let's keep going. Tin in 79th. Not terrible. We screwed up Russia bad. Like, bad. And a few other places that we just didn't figure out. But that's going to be what we call it. So do check back in a few hours for that other Pro League. We do have 3 episodes today. Technically 4, but I don't think the Geo Pro episode's getting released today. I think that's going to be tomorrow. But that is going to be what we call it. So thank you all so much. Now, tomorrow is Mother's Day. We do have the videos planned still. But at least in the United States, it's Mother's Day. So if you need to go, well, if it's celebrated worldwide, go call your mother. Wish her happy Mother's Day. Tell her you love her. And I'll see you all tomorrow. But until then, enjoy the rest of your day. And bye-bye.